Hey Hooper, it's Deanne Love here and welcome back to Creating Combos. We are using the combo cards created by Anna, hooptherapist.com. Check out all of the links down below so that you can find out more. There's always more. It's hooping. It's always creative. Also, if you have not subscribed to this YouTube channel, do it. It's so easy and it's amazing because I am sending you new tutorials for free all the time. More creativity. Okay, so in this series, what we're doing is we're using the combo cards, just one way of many different ways you can use them. We're choosing 5 tricks, then I break down those tricks for you if you are a beginner, and then we work out how to put them into a combo. And then, like we did last week, we're going to disrupt that and you're going to mess up the combination or the sequence of those 5 tricks and create your own, because we are co-creating together. So I've given them a shuffle. Let's look at our 5 tricks for this week. We have a fold. Every trick has so many variations, so let's just see what I come up with. We have spin, passing, wrap, and escalator. And as I'm saying those tricks, you might be coming up with ideas about what those tricks actually are for you or variations, or you may have no idea what I'm talking about. So I'm going to break them down for you right now. Okay, as I did last week, I'm going to create a combination with transitions in between the tricks based on the order that I picked them out of the deck. So first of all was a fold. Let's break down what a fold is. By the way, I'm using a 100 centimeter HDPE hoop. You can use any size you like because this is all off-body stuff. Just so happens this is the one that I grabbed out of my stack today. So a fold, I have some other tutorials on folding variations, but I feel for this, and this is just like what feels right in the moment, which is really cool with hooping, is we're going to do a folding isolation like this. You could call this a flipping one as well, but lots of trick names have various interpretations. So let's call this a fold. Essentially, it's folding, right? It's like folding forward, folding forward. If you don't know how to do this, what's going to happen is one hand goes palm down at 6 o'clock, and then you're going to let go of the top. The top of the hoop goes forward as you open up your armpit and allow the hoop to hinge through your hand. And now you're going to repeat that action with the other hand. So open up, fold forward, open up, fold forward, open up, fold forward, open up, fold forward. Now, what this does is this means that your hand, whatever is your dominant spinning hand, because spin is the next trick, that is down at base, and for me that's my right hand, is in first position to go into a spin. Easiest transition ever. If you are not familiar with how to spin the hoop on your hand, I'm going to show you really quickly right now, or you can check out some of my other tutorials. I'll leave links below, or you can go over to learn.hooplovers.tv. I just want to give you all the options. There's so many ways. So if you're feeling like, oh, I don't know how to do those tricks, no excuse. There are so many ways that you can learn, even if you don't have a hoop teacher in your area. I learned initially when I first started learning, I was learning in my tiny little home and in the park all alone. So it's okay if you're just a lone hooper for now. You might create a whole hoop community and have lots of hoopers. All right, so what's going to happen is when your dominant hand, and I would highly recommend trying this in both directions or both hands, is down at base, you're going to let the weight of the hoop drop down. And as you do that, you're going to bring your elbow in, your thumb up, and it's like you're shaking hands. So you let the weight drop. And I know sometimes you're going to feel like you want to get sucked into the vortex, but practice having this up and down, bounce, 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 bounce. Nice structure in the arm, upright posture, engaging with the breath. And soon this will feel really, really easy. So going from, let's transition fold, fold, fold. Next time your dominant hand is at the base, into a spin. How's that feeling? If your hands get a little bit sore, give them a bit of a shake. All right, we now need to go into our third trick, which is passing. Passing looks like this, where you pass the hoop around the body. This is basic passing. Of course, you can pass from right to left any direction, but we're going to have the hoop out in front, point your fingers together, and as we take it around to the back, we have our pinky fingers relatively close together. So Palms are always down, palms down, palms down. There's a tendency to kind of flip or take your palm up, and that will mean that you're going to be spinning or twisting rather the hoop. You can do that if you like, or you can just keep your palms down to the ground. In front, behind, in front, behind. This is the speedy lesson. So take your time if you need to. All right. Okay, so because it's a combo and we want to ignite our flow, it is always great to try to put the tricks together. So practice again. Fold, 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 fold. Dominant hand spin. And to go from the spin to passing, we're going to squeeze the hoop or squeeze our hand around the hoop and let it drop out so it hinges out, and then we can pass. So try that a few times as we go spin, squeeze, and I like to turn. Otherwise, what you're going to get, and it's okay if turning is like another layer that just feels too confusing, but if you turn, you kind of allow the momentum of the hoop to fall into place. Whereas if your feet are just planted and you're spinning and practicing, and then you go squeeze, you have to really work hard to push it into play. Whereas if you turn in the direction of your spin, squeeze and turn, you'll notice that you get a lift in your hoop because you have momentum, you have movement behind it. So trying those, remembering to give yourself a little massage if this hand hooping is new to you. Okay, so from passing, we need to go into a wrap. And recently, there are lots of different wraps, by the way, just like most moves. Recently, I have done a tutorial on this channel that is 3 body wrap variations. So we are going to do a basic. Let's do a basic body wrap. All right, so what's going to happen from passing, the direction that you're passing is the direction that you're going to wrap. So for me, I'm going around to the left, so I wrap around my body to the left. Does that make sense? So to do a body wrap, you're going to go and angle your hoop from a horizontal to a vertical. Bring the fleshy part of your thumb or your palm to about, it's pretty much in front of your shoulder. It depends on the size of your hoop. So if it's too high and it has to drop, it's going to hook on your shoulder. So you're going to play with bringing the inside of your hoop to the top of your shoulder and allow the momentum to be strong enough that you're not throwing it across the room, but also that it makes its way all the way around. So try that a few times. Let's go from passing, and when it comes into, if you're passing to the left, when it comes into your right hand, you go across to the left. And if you're passing to the right, when it comes into your left hand, you go across to the right. Some things that can happen, actually, you can look for the troubleshooting in my other tutorial, but stay with me now. Don't get too distracted. I know how YouTube can be. When the hoop comes around, if you feel like it's getting caught, probably, it's your posture. You're doing kind of too many things. Relax, breathe, open, stand tall, around the body, and catch. Okay, so fold, spin, pass, wrap. And now we go into an escalator. Remember last week I said I have a whole workshop of more than 40 variations of the escalator move over on learn.hooplovers.tv. That's because there are so many escalator variations. We are going to do a different one. Last week we did the basic, not letting go, upwards escalator. But from the wrap, this week we are going to do an arm wrap escalator. Don't get too freaked out if it looks really tricky. I'm going to break it down for you. It's all good. So if you did the wrap with your right hand and it wrapped around to the left, you're going to do your escalator with your right hand. If you did the wrap with your left hand going around to the right, you're going to do your escalator with your left hand going around to the right. Okay, so it's the same kind of momentum, and you will find these patterns happening in hooping over and over again. So we go in that same direction. And here is what it looks like. After your hoop wraps around, you are going to catch the inside. After your hoop wraps around, you are going to catch it on the inside. So that, I like to use my thumb as like a little lever, but what you're going to do is raise your hand up and then you're going to wrap around your raised arm. Watch out for your head. You don't have to strain too much. You're just going to make sure that your hoop is up high enough. So you wrap forwards and you keep wrapping until the hoop hits the outside of your arm. Then you take your second arm in and let the hoop come down and across. So wrap around the body, catch, reach up, wrap around the arm all the way until it comes down to the opposite side. Again, wrap around the body, catch, reach up, wrap around the arm, use the other hand as a hook. Wrap around the body, catch, reach up, wrap around the arm, use the other hand as a hook. Pretty cool. You can also turn in the same direction for your body wraps and your escalator, your downward escalator arm wrap variation. So turning to the left, catch, turning to the left again, and you've done 2 360s. If that feels like a lot to you, if you get dizzy or if you're running out of breath or there's just a whole bunch going on, you do not have to turn in a circle. You could do a body wrap without the circle. So you could body wrap standing still, reach and wrap turning, or vice versa. You could body wrap 360 and stand still doing the arm wrap. Also, make sure that you do not forget to reach and push your hoop away. Otherwise, it is going to hit you in the face, so you don't need that. All right, are you ready to do the whole sequence? Yes, yes, creating combos. Thank you so much, Anna from Hoop Therapist, for creating these cards and helping us to create these combos. Don't forget also, it's now your job. This is your homework. This is your hooping homework and your expressive creative expansion to take these 5 moves and mix them up and create a new combination. And by doing this, by disrupting this, so try mine first, try the way that it was dealt to us first, and then by mixing it up, you're coming up with new patterns in your body. You're coming up with new ways and new rhythms and new ideas, so that when you just pick up your hoop and you have a play without too much kind of brain processing, you're going to have those patterns already confidently in your system, in your hooping soul, and they will come out. And the deeper you drop into surrender and relaxation and just allowing the hooping to happen, the more the body will recognize those patterns and start to just allow you to freestyle move and dance without thinking. Having said that, in last week's tutorial, I said that there's nothing wrong with having little breaks to think like what comes next, because that's part of the learning process. Okay, so folding. Open the armpit, reach the hand high. Dominant hand spins. Squeeze and pass turn if you can. The next one is a wrap. So we wrap around the body and we catch the hip and we go straight up. Reach high and wrap down. Let's try 2 more times. Folding. You might want to walk with this. Spin. Squeeze and pass. Wrap around the body, either standing still or 360. Reach and wrap. Last time, how's it feeling? Fold. And spin. Squeeze to pass. Wrap around the body. Catch, reach high and wrap. Amazing. I am so looking forward to your combination. Let me know down below in the comments your sequence. You can write these 5 tricks: fold, spin, passing, wrap, and escalator, but in the order that you are practicing them. And if there's any tricky transitions or like fun ones that you come up with, then let me know those as well. It'll not only ignite your creativity, it will inspire me and anyone else who's reading from the Hoop community. It will also give them a new combo. So I really appreciate it. I hope that you're loving these combos. Big Hoop love from me to you. Mwah.